Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Wajdi bin Ismail, 1713525. Our group will be presenting subprime crisis in 2008. Our presentation will consist of the background, the reason, the effect, and the solution of the crisis. So, let's begin. Let's begin with the background of subprime crisis.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohd Rahmat. So right now we'll talk about the background of the subprime crisis in 2008. Subprime crisis happened in the US because of the housing crisis of 2007 to 2008 was a big downturn in the economy. Early in 2000, mortgage-backed securities had been used as an investment instrument because it has low risk but higher in return. Mortgage-backed securities had been classified as a AAA ratings. At the beginning, mortgages were only for borrowers that have good credit. This attracted many investors to invest in this instrument rather than treasury bonds because of low return. Investors believe that if the borrower in default when they pay the house, the bank can just sell the house because it is an asset that hard to give a low return in the future. Due to high demand from investors, the bank started to create more mortgages by giving loans to the people with low income and poor credit, or what we call as subprime mortgage or risky borrower. Many house owners subscribe interest-only mortgages rather than conventional mortgages because it provided lower monthly payment in the first few years of ownership. Interest-only mortgage is a adjustable rate mortgage that can fluctuate interest rate that can go up and down due to market conditions. Because of the increasing of interest rate by the federal, many house owners are able to pay their mortgage or sell their house for profit. The best option for them was default. When the supply of the house is high but the demand of the house is low, the house price fell in 2006 because of the unsold house. As home prices fell, the big financial institutions stopped buying subprime mortgage and the subprime lenders were getting stuck with debt loans. In 2008, big lenders had declared bankruptcy such as PROF and Ismail brothers.
Let's move on to next point, which is why the subprime crisis happened.
There are three factors of subprime crisis in housing. The first one is the pressure from community and governance to issue more mortgage to allow more people to become homeowners. The second one is the endless expansion of housing market, making home seem like excellent security for mortgage. And the third one is the fact that banks were unlikely to keep and have to collect the mortgage they issues. By combining all three factors, it created an atmosphere where the banks had a very incentive to loosen the qualification and requirement for mortgage. Anyway, it is maybe unsurprisingly the banks have found themselves issuing more and more mortgage to less and less eligible customers. Not only have these loans being given to risky borrowers, but as many as 70% of these loan applicants might have contained false information. Applicants typically make false income statements and generate false income verification records. It lacks investigation procedure and the general risk atmosphere. This misrepresentation often will undetected, and in the near future it can lead to downturn in real estate price. In 2006, housing price began decreasing. Borrowers from subprime companies were unwillingly to sell their homes at a higher price than the charge for them. Conditions, banks were unwilling to finance when the value of the home was lower than the mortgage. The bank and some of the homeowners decide whether to foreclose their house.
Now, let's hear what are the effects of the subprime crisis.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Izzat Mustaqim. We are going to talk about the effect of the subprime crisis that can be categorized into three parts. Firstly, the US position in global shares greatly deteriorates, thus creating a scenario where it was unable to compete with the growth of investment and the world trade. It halted the progress that hurt the economy in the long term. Thus, the degradation has proved it could cause the US to be displaced from being the leading global financial country. The fourth largest investment bank in the US, Lehman Brothers bankruptcy led to a massive impact to the equities market and the transmission of such impact to emerging market. Secondly, the influence of the subprime crisis on volatility, clustering and leverage effect in major international stock market. Evidence revealed that volatility clustering had increased after the subprime crisis. Moreover, there was a transmission of the subprime crisis to another emerging stock market. At the same time, the leverage effect in the post-crisis was higher compared to the pre-crisis period. Thirdly, the separation between the real economy and the speculative-oriented economy resulting in the difficulties, which mending a big hole caused by the subprime crisis. The rampant practice of the speculative economy made the economic evaluation to be overestimated, and therefore the damage they absorb are tremendous compared to their raw approximation.
Last but not least, this is the solution to the crisis.
Hi, I am Abdul Latif 1716749, and I will be discussing on the solution for subprime crisis, which I taken from Robert J. Schiller, an American economist. Okay, he viewed that the solution must focusing on the crisis of trust rather than merely repair the damaged financial institution and restore credit flows. There are several key points which can be taken, which are: the first one is, though bailouts are undesirable, it is a must in order to restore the trust in system and control the fiscal consequences. Second, like Great Depression before, the crisis provide an opportunity to institutional reforms. Third, US need a better financial information system to provide an accurate information to mortgage buyers and uninformed consumers. Fourth, financial information and better financial technology will lead to improve US economic system. Okay, to summarize my points, there are three. First, bailouts. Second, financial information infrastructure, and last one is new institutions are necessary.
That is subprime crisis in 2008. One of the biggest financial crises happened in 2008 that changed the financial landscape in the world. That's all from us. Thank you.